Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Acupuncture is My Life. Now, in this episode, I want to talk about supplements because I'm getting tons of questions over the Acupuncture is My Life app regarding what supplements this person should take, what supplements that person should take, and so forth and so on. And, it's just, I'll say it again. I don't think you should be taking any supplements. And if your body needs some type of herbal remedy to help with your condition, you should be sitting with an acupuncturist. All right? But I don't think you should just pop up in a health food store or some vitamin shop and so forth and so on and just pick up a bottle and just take it as if it's food. Because you're picking these things up, and it doesn't mean that it's safe because you heard that it can do this or it can do that. And individuals will go to a vitamin shop or whatever and just pick up supplements as if they're shopping for food. Think about that for a second. If you're low on vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin E, vitamin D, just look for foods that are rich in those vitamins. And it's easy at that point for your body to determine if you really need it or not. Because nature aligns itself in a way where, let's use, for example, the human body and food, naturally grown food. It'll extract what it needs. It'll eliminate the rest. So the same amount of time that you take perusing a supplement section of a drugstore or a vitamin store, whatever, you can do the same with a grocery store or a farmer's market. And this is why I continue to, recommend that, along with seeing a physician on an annual basis for your regular checkups, annual checkups, see an acupuncturist for regular wellness visits, because Eastern nutrition consultations will help with that. Okay? All right? Because supplements can be almost the same as like over-the-counter medications. And we all know that there's side effects to over-the-counter medications, especially if you abuse it or you take it too long. Okay? Understand that. Let's take, for instance, I'll say to someone, what can I use? I'll say to someone, or I'll say in a podcast, let's just keep it safe. Get out, get some sunlight, 15 to 30 minutes of sunlight, unadulterated each day. There's a reason for that. Because there's some individuals who are vitamin D deficient. So they figure, they could just pick up any bottle of vitamin D or D3 and take it, and they're good. Forget the sun. I took my vitamin D supplements. One, taking too much of it, or long term, can lead to vitamin D toxicity, which is also called hypervitaminosis D. And it's a rare but potentially dangerous condition that occurs when you have excessive amounts of vitamin D in your body. And this is as a result of taking too much in the way of vitamin D supplements. So again, if you ate vitamin D rich foods, your body would, this couldn't happen. Because when your body has reached this limit, it's just going to discard the rest. It's not going to extract it from the foods. And it's the power of the middle jiao. It's not going to absorb that, the essence that it doesn't need. It's going to allow the stomach to eliminate it, send it downward with stomach chi. Because you have to understand something. Your body regulates the amount of vitamin D that is produced by either exposure to the sun or foods that are fortified with vitamin D. And you see, there's a major consequence of vitamin D toxicity, and that's the buildup of calcium in your blood, which is called hypercalcemia. And you'll start experiencing symptoms of, let's say, weakness, nausea, vomiting, frequent urination. And vitamin D toxicity can progress to bone pain and even kidney problems. And it can even create calcium stones in the body. So it's important that you're aware of this. There's others, individuals taking iron supplements. Now, taking too much in the way of iron supplements can be super dangerous. Why? Because iron is a fat-soluble nutrient. So when you're taking more than your body can use, your body will begin to store these excess amounts in your liver, which is bad because it doesn't excrete it. It'll even store it in your tissues or various yin or yang organs. So if you overdose on iron supplements, not only would you have to seek medical attention right away, you would have to see an acupuncturist right away, because you can damage either one or a variation of yin or yang organs real fast. Okay? There's certain types of foods that you can eat that are rich in iron. See an acupuncturist. You're suffering from some type of deficiency of the blood, qi deficiency as a result of iron deficiency. See an acupuncturist. Because not only are there different types of meats like liver, oysters, beef, that can give you upwards of, let's say, 60 to 65% of your recommended daily intake of iron. You know, roast beef, dark turkey, ground beef, upwards of about 25%. You also have for vegans or vegetarians, there are plants, lentils, black-eyed peas, spinach. That's a good source of iron. And the list goes on. This is why I say sit with an acupuncturist. Another's multivitamins for children. You should not be giving your child multivitamins, in my opinion. And I'm going to underscore that, my opinion. Because in my opinion, what you're feeding your child may be lacking the appropriate vitamins and minerals needed for that growing child. You don't need multivitamins for most healthy children who are growing normally. Foods are their best source of nutrients. And once in a blue, once, maybe twice a year, you could bring them in for an acupuncture treatment. Okay. But with children, just cut out the snacks. Teach them proper nutrition. Vegetables and fruits are important. Let that be their snacks. Fruits, nuts, and so forth. And I'm not a big advocate of milk. If you listen to Acupuncture's My Life podcast regularly, you would already know that. Not a big advocate of milk. I'm not going to touch on multivitamins for children too much, because that can be a delicate issue. If you have questions or concerns, see an acupuncturist right away regarding the health of your child. It's important. Of course, periodically, they're going to be, or at least annually, they're going to be seeing their pediatrician. Another is taking vitamins A and E. You have to be very careful with those two, because a daily intake of vitamin E supplements can increase your risk of dying prematurely, as well as vitamin A. If you're taking this on a regular for years, understand something. Health is wealth. The wealth is not in your wallet or your pocket or your purse. The wealth is not in an app on your phone or in a cryptocurrency account, which are taking beats. Think about that for a second. Great analogy. The wealth is not under your mattress, it's not in a shoebox in the closet, nor is it under the doghouse in the backyard. And the wealth is not in the bank nor in a safe. The wealth is in you. The wealth is in you. But you know what else? Vitamin C. What's so hard about picking up an orange or some fruits once a day? Especially if you're on some type of medication that's been prescribed by your physician. Taking vitamin C supplements can potentially interfere with that and cause complications. Large doses of vitamin C can cause diarrhea or upset stomach. I've seen this a lot at the Acupuncture is My Life clinic here in New York City. But when I'm talking about prescription medications, an example can be it can interfere with blood thinners or cholesterol-lowering medications. And it's important that you're aware of this. And it's also important that you make acupuncture a part of your life, okay? Because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?